Yeah, I'm lost and numb, cold to the touch. I pretend like I don't remember your name. Every masterpiece turns to blasphemy. When I close my eyes, yeah, I still see your face. We were the thunder and the lightning, burning fire started from a spark. I would spend you just to watch you twirl. It was us against the world. You were the rain falling on my skin. Yeah, I was dying when you pulled me in. I was your rebel and you were my girl. It was us against the world. Yeah, I'm pale and gray, all dust and fade. When I call for you, all I hear back is pain. Every song must end, even diamonds fade. When the darkness comes, I'll count up my mistakes. We were the thunder and the lightning, burning fire that started from a spark. I would spend you just to watch you twirl. It was us against the world. You were the rain falling on my skin. Yeah, I was dying when you pulled me in. I was your rebel and you were my girl. It was us against the world.
Hello, hello, and welcome to Amethyst Racing. Here we have the standings as we come into Canada, the third race of the season. Hans-Peter leading the Drivers' Championship by 3 points over Jonathan Kloss. Schumacher in third, and his teammate Anthony Albina Anthony in fourth. Kilday fifth, Balaj sixth, Britton in seventh, Van Dijk 8th, Fox Johnson, your reigning champion in 9th, and the silver is P10. As we're going to get underway for the Canadian Grand Prix qualifying, we have 17 drivers currently. Let's see what people can do.
With AFJ currently without a seat, isn't he?
No,
And a ninth in the...
AFJ with a seat.
Did he get a seat in the end?
He has been re-signed for another 2 races.
Only another 2. Ooh. He's got some work to put in then if he wants to retain that title from last season.
Indeed he does. It's me, Martin, and I'm joined by...
Usual Luke Matthews.
And we're about to see some drivers out onto track. Why no timing board?
Allow that today.
So it's Myron Pill is the first car on the track. I'm trying to work out why the timing board is... There we go. Timing board is now working.
Everyone coming out so far seems to be on those enters. Byland on the softs actually.
Oh, someone has the wrong number on. I think that is Balaj with the wrong number. For qualifying at least.
I think that's the same last week, was it not?
I have no idea. So is everyone out on intermediates?
Byland is out on the softs. It looks like everyone else is out on the enters. So
Byland will
we'll
be the
see
one
what
to
Byland
watch.
can put in.
So as we get underway for the first qualifying session of the season, of the session, sorry. Three drivers will be eliminated. Predictions on your eliminations. Chat.
Oh, it's hard, isn't it?
I'm gonna predict Byron not making it through. Byron into the pits. I have a feeling it's going to be Byland, Pole, and a Haas that hasn't got a number on.
It'll be Harrington, maybe he doesn't have a number.
And he does have a number. He just hasn't got the right number on.
I think it's quite hard to tell this season so far. I mean, it's been very tight throughout qualifying and the race. I think Balaj, definitely a prime candidate for pole around here. We know one of his favourite tracks is Canada, and he's probably got something to prove after last race.
During the lobby restart, I will make sure that it's the right number on. But it's going to be Adam Jack on a lap, with Myron Pearl ahead. Adam Jack, who is invalidated this lap, though, lad. So it's going to be Myron Pearl. Final corner now for Myron. And Myron's going to set a 13.6. as the benchmark.
Oh.
And there's a spun Red Bull.
Britain spinning around turn 5. Sorry, just before turn 5.
Oh, and he's on soft tyres as well. And he was on a lap. That's not going to be very good for Britain's tyre situation. That's for certain. There's a very slow Aston. I'm going to gather that's mile on pill. There's Fox Johnson on intermediates. Everyone else currently on intermediates. Nielsen sets the fastest intermediate lap.
I think the next person round might be Peters, but he is also on enters.
There's an Alpine about.
I think he's on an outlap. Just starting a lap now by the looks of it on softs.
Who's
I think
this?
that's Edwards.
Edwards. Let's follow with Edwards then. If he's on the softs. Can someone also tell Balaj the number he's meant to have on? Because he doesn't have it on in game. If someone could kindly do that. Duck. Mr. Duck, I'm looking at you.
Ballas going round to complete a lap on those inters.
P2.
I think it's P2. I mean, it is only the inters
Right,
on
here we
Q1.
have Edwards on the softs, looking to get out of Q1 now. See what sort of benchmark he can set on them soft tyres. Should be lighting up the track map in purple. Seems to get a good drive out of that hairpin. As he's going to make the long DRS straight on this street circuit. All the way to yet another chicane. This one, expect to see a couple of time penalties coming up here. But it will be Edwards setting the first respectable lap time. 3 seconds faster than the intermediates for Edward. I'm not sure that will get him safe or not. But what importantly it does set him a solid benchmark. Whereas others haven't done that yet.
I think Britain's just going around to finish a lap on the softs. I believe this is actually a lap. He goes P2.
Oh, he just...
111 on the dot.
Molo getting very loose. And then invalidates on medium tyres. He's on his outlap
On
though, I believe.
mediums?
Yes, he's decided to wear a pair of mediums instead. I think this is... Did Molo race before? I think he raced Australia, didn't he?
Yeah, I think we have seen him this season.
He's sporting quite the fancy helmet though.
I can see the bottom of that though, it's pretty fancy.
No.
Oh, it's an outlap, yeah.
It is an outlap. As a Byland on the intermediate. That's a bit worried then.
Jack Harrington had just started the lap, but he locked up into turn 1, so it looks like he's
lost his wing. Harrington's lost his wing there.
Oh, I did not see that. Joined him late.
We're watching Byland go through, and Harrington's just wingless. So not good for Harrington. As I think Adam Jack in the pits. It's gonna be Molo starting his lap on the mediums. See what sort of pace the mediums he has on them compared to the softs ahead and the. As Britain 6/10 off the pace of Edwards. Britain might struggle to make it out of Q1 with that sort of pace here. And
Molo hasn't validated that lap.
So we will not care quite about that lap. It is going to be, I think. There's
Just
an
some
Aston
runners,
Martin.
I think.
No,
I think they're all on in laps.
Nielsen has put on the softs. People are going out on medium tyres right now, we're seeing. Currently, it's
These C1 guys.
Edwards leading. Britain in second. Nielsen third. Edwards fourth. Going out on intermediates.
These medium runners might be forced to come out and do another lap on some fresh pair of softs at the end of the session.
I'd gather that is their plan in the long run. Who is the one to what? This is intermediates, so intermediates are going to not be exciting. Let's go on board with currently your championship leader in Hans Peter. And let's ride on board with it. Let's not ride on board because this is a mediums lap. This isn't going to be on point on pace. Currently, only 9 drivers set a lap. I think drivers are struggling with the track limits here in Canada.
Yeah, I've just been on board with Molo, and he's gone for another lap, and he's invalidated it in sector 1 again. I imagine he might be diving in this lap to put on a pair of softs.
I think it's turn 3, really giving people. Was it turn 4, 5?
I think turn 3 and 4. They're the two that you have the fast right left.
Yes, it's 3, 4. Okay. I wasn't sure if the right-handed kink classed as a corner.
Let's talk about them. Peter goes through them, does not invalidate. 19.8 in sector 1.
2 tenths off the pace of Edwards through sector 1. Edwards, who does have purple 1, 2, and 3 currently.
And Molo starts another lap and looks like he invalidates on turn 1. He's really not having a good time in Q1.
Currently, your championship leader is coming around the hairpin now. As late as you can on the brakes. You want to swing it around nicely though. Clip the apex and swing it back out. Is he going to get a toe here from that Alfa Romeo in front? I believe that is Balaj ahead.
Balaj still... Is he on those inters?
He is.
Yeah, he is.
Only 8 minutes left in the session. Right on the limits there for Peter. We'll get another toe. And Peter goes faster than... Britain. Oh, Archie Britain. Balaj goes fastest on the intermediates. Who is very much missed the corner after. And there's a yellow flag for a Red Bull. It's not Van Basten, so it's Archie Britain. Britain seemingly having moments around this track.
We've had another spin. I think that might just be Balaj actually just waiting for the traffic to pass.
A very smart thing to do, as we're going to look to see as Kiziel on the softs goes third fastest. Peters. I don't know. I don't know. Peters faster on the mediums. That toe he must have got from that Alfa Romeo. Because he was not faster in sector 1 and 2. Let's check for telemetry tech.
I think there's a few drivers on lap here just coming around. I think we'll have Byland just coming out to finish a lap now.
Nilsson has fresh tyres on, so he can't do that yet.
Byland goes P5 on 11.4.
Hill doesn't look like he's got telemetry.
Adam Jack fastest with 10.0. That should be him safe for the session.
Nope, Hill has got telemetry on. Ignore me, ignore me. Let's do it in the race. We'll do it in the race because I have no idea right now.
We'll have quiet periods during the race. The quality's always a bit mental.
There's a Red Bull off on the side there.
I think that'll be Britain.
So Adam Jack, new fastest lap. Anthony, P2, just off the pace. The real Edwards in P3 still. With that bank lap he did. So currently the people in danger is Pole and Lund and Molo. The 3 drivers yet to set a lap time. From what I'm aware though, Pole is starting a lap now. No, he's on his out lap. I stand corrected. Lund though, the Alpine Reserve is on a lap.
I think he might have abandoned it. I'm not 100% sure. Yeah, I think he has.
And there's
I don't know if he had a moment. I think I just missed it, but he's definitely abandoned this lap.
So who is on a lap of noteworthiness? Van Dijk is on a in lap. Britain probably not feeling safe currently in P10.
Molo has just started on a lap. It looked like they invalidated the last lap. I don't know if it was an hour lap though. Just got to ride on board and see if Molo can finally get a lap in, because he's in a lot of danger here.
Molo. Currently 17th.
17th.
is on his outlap, I would gather, from the pace.
No, I believe he's actually on the lap.
He is. I stand corrected.
No invalidation this time, so if he can just survive turns 13 and 14, he will get a lap on the board.
But it's still possible. As Edwards feels like he's safe with that time. Currently P3. I wouldn't put it past him actually being safe. He said that a while ago. Molo though drives towards the line now. Goes P3.
Let's see who else is on a lap. I think Pole, who's currently last and the only person not to set a lap, is coming around just onto the back straight.
We will do a telemetry trek in the race, okay? We will do a telemetry trek in the race where there'll be quiet moments and it's easier to flick through and gather where. And it will be Pole now.
A massive snap.
Almost touches the wall of champions. Towards the line, Pole goes. P8 for Pole. As Peters goes P2, overtaking his teammate. And Nilsson in the Williams sets the fastest lap. Goes faster than Adam Jack. Next is going to be Myron Pill, the sole Aston Martin, currently on an outlap, I'd assume. The track is getting a little bit busier.
I think Phil had a moment earlier on. Also our lap, but we have Balash coming round. Balash 15th, although he is 2 seconds up currently.
Balaj is everyone's favourite to take pole today, and there's no Schumacher around either to battle him. As Balaj now rounds the final corner, green sector 1, purple sector 2. Balaj driving towards the line, goes fast as all my days. That's a lap time and a half.
That's what we expect from him around here.
Very true.
Bit of a statement lap maybe in Q1 from Balaj.
As we look to see who might be on lap now. They're on an out lap. Fox Johnson going P5 in the Williams. And then it's who's next?
A lot of people retiring in the pits now.
It's going to be
well.
Myron Pill. Currently 17th for Myron Pill. We'll be looking to get out of Q1. What have I done?
Oh, and as I switch from Jack Harrington's just had a spin, he's lost his front wing.
Harrington is in the danger zone, but Pill is going to be coming towards the line now. And Pill goes 9th fastest, goes ahead of Rank, who we saw last
be good enough.
in Tier 2. Nilsson retires in the pits. Harrington, where is Harrington at the moment? P13, and he's not going to have enough time to set another lap.
No, he's definitely in the danger zone here. I'm not sure what he's doing. He's just crawling along, but there aren't any cars close behind him. He could just get to the pits here.
I'm imagining he's going to give his teammate a tow. Lund about to start his lap. Lund currently P18 and in the knockout spot. Byland currently the first driver who's in the elimination zone on lap.
Jack Harrington, if he helps his teammate out here.
Oh, it's not going to matter. Byland invalidates.
I'm not sure what was going on there.
So Byland has invalidated. Right now, Van Dijk is the next car. There's a lot of traffic ahead of him as well.
If Van Dijk improves, this will be both the Haas out in Q1. With only 3 cars going out.
But watch Lund for us as well. Has Lund invalidated back there? Because Pole is in danger.
Yeah, Lund, he has not invalidated. He's still going.
So Lund's still on for a time.
There's been an incident up ahead. I'm not sure what's going on here. There's going to be some reports from this.
Oh,
there was a coming together between, I think it was Adam Jack and Myron Pill. Adam Jack doesn't have a front wing. I know Pill wasn't on a lap, so I'm really not sure how that's happened.
What has happened here? Van Dijk, though, doesn't improve. I wonder if all that stuff that happened ahead has caused this to culminate into a big bubbling pot of mess. Let's keep public chat. Could someone set public to slow mode, please? Let's put public chat in slow mode, please, now.
Right, only 4 cars out on track. Byland is actually on a lap, so he he could save himself here right at
Violent
the end.
on a lap. Violent.
Yeah, he got through with a couple seconds spare. He's 3 temps up currently. He's going to need to find a bit more, though, to get out of this dropout zone.
This would knock Adam Jack out.
He's currently half a second up. He's going to need to find a lot of time in Sector 3.
He's green. So this is going to be very important.
Not sure if he lost a lot of time here before, but he's going to have to find about 9 tenths.
Oh, Lund went
Comes
P2.
up to the line. He's looking for a 10-0, and he remains last.
So Byland doesn't get out of Q1. His teammate Harrington also not getting out of Q1. And Pole. I got 2 of the 3 right.
He did not bad going.
Mystic Meg.
Oh, there is definitely going to be some interesting tickets coming up from that incident.
Okay, I've just seen what happened.
Yeah, so have I. I'm not. If there are tickets, I'm not sure they'll go very far. But let's just say that.
It's interesting to say the least. What I've just witnessed. But are you getting screenshots as well, Matthews, just to be safe?
Yeah, I am now. You said that. Thank you.
I
One
should
thing
be
we've missed out here. Rico is Van Basten, isn't it?
Yes.
Van Basten is through on the mediums.
Oh wow. Okay then. Interesting.
The only one to make it work. I mean, so an extra set of softs for him going into Q2 and Q3.
Rico was not soft for that first lap. For that first qualifying in general.
I mean, fair play. I mean, he's put himself in a brilliant position for the rest of this qualifying session.
As we're going to get ready for Q2 now. So now 5 drivers will be eliminated. And will we see people choosing to come out and set a solid banker lap? Because people are struggling with them track limits. We might see the odd driver sneak through.
Has someone who made it through to Q2 left the session? Because I'm only seeing 14 drivers.
I'm
not sure if you are as well.
I am only seeing 14. Who are we
That
missing?
is very bizarre.
I don't know who we're missing.
I'm going to check my screenshots quickly. I wish they were easier to get to.
Adam Jack DNF'd, so he went set a lap. That's why. He hasn't left.
Right.
He DNF'd.
I honestly didn't know that's how it worked.
If you DNF in Q1, you can't set a lap in Q2. If you DNF in
I thought
Q2...
the game ignored that.
No,
Damn.
it doesn't. It doesn't. It punishes you.
Well, only 4 drivers going out in Q2 then. Well, drivers on track, that is.
We are using an overlay, correct. We're not using a mod as such, but we're using an overlay to get drivers' names and whatnot. Yes, if you crash DNF or get disqualified, you can't. If you retire in the pits, it's fine.
And it makes perfect sense. Actually, I just somehow never come across that. I think we don't do full qualifying a lot, so I never really come across it. Right, who do we have on lap at the moment? Quite a few people out already. I think is this Molo first out, just starting his lap now.
Will Molo be able to keep it between the white lines? Gets a little bit of a wobble out of turn 2.
He has gone out on those mediums.
And turn 3! Turn 3 once again. Molo is going to be having a lot of time penalties here, I have a feeling. Next up is going to be then Van Dijk, the sole McLaren to make it out of Q1.
I'm going to keep an eye on Balazs just behind. We know this is his favourite track.
On! Oh, Van Dijk has spun.
He's got out of the way quite nicely, left his car there.
Ooh. So Van Dijk whipping it around like he's cooking in the kitchen.
Little tap on the rear just for good measure.
And we're going to switch now to Balaj, who's set to green 1, but a purple 2. Balaj through 2 has been mythical. Mythical creature Balaj.
I was coming up. Kizil just behind as well. Balja 10-0, not as quick as his Q1 time, but just a first run, just getting a lap down.
And Nilsson 2 tenths off Kizil P3. Van Basten goes 4th fastest. Where's Britain going to go? He invalidated his lap, so are we looking to set a lap now?
Who is the next person on lap? A lot of people on in lap here.
There's
Kinda
people on
flick
out
round.
laps. You got Edward and Fox on out laps. Lund.
I believe currently
Lund
it's
is in the
Peter,
mix.
Hill and Britain out on a lap.
They're on out laps, I think. Maybe not. Let's switch to Pill. There's a lot of drama going around at the moment. Could I go to Pill, please? Oh, it's probably 11, isn't it? Yeah. Marlon Pill is on 11.
I'm just going to keep an eye on Britain. I see if he dives into the pits or not.
No.
Yeah, Britain just coming round.
Britain looking to set a banker.
It's not going to be a decent lap, but he is going to get something on the board. Okay, yeah, he's definitely going to have to improve on that to get through into Q3.
Peters goes P2.
Peters. Ooh.
But Pill now drives towards the line. Marlon Pill goes P4 just behind Nilsson. 900th separates Balaj and Peter right now.
I think the next round is going to be Edwards in the Alpine.
And here we have Lund getting ready to start his lap. So one Ferrari out on track, currently P5. Edward goes
through
P6.
P6.
Lund about to start his lap is the Red Bull reserve, reserving for Alpine. What can Lund do? Oh, grazes the wall there.
We actually have AFJ come around to complete a lap. It's been quite quiet so far. I haven't really talked about him much. Just been keeping low. Looks like it's going to be a decent lap. Goes P3.
Beats his
10-1.
teammate.
The top 4 there covered by 2.5 attempts. Again, really close. We're getting used to it every week now.
Lund is currently 3 tenths off the pace. Looks like he's going to be getting a fat toe from his teammate though.
That's definitely going to gain a temp or 2 down here. What a brilliant place to get a toe. This is an invalidate. Nice and
Grazes the wall
scrapes the
though.
wall.
And Lund is going to come across the line. Goes P4. Splits the Williams pairing.
And he's 7,000ths behind AFJ.
So who's next on a lap? Van Dijk is going slow. It's going to be Rank, who is warming up. And his Rank's gone now.
I think the only person currently who's around the track on a lap would be Anthony. Just going through turns 8 and 9.
Okay, let's switch quickly to Anthony. Is he on a lap? It looked like he was slow for a second. I might have been tripping.
He's 8 temps up. He's not on a great lap, but he's on a lap. He might have had another little wobble somewhere. It's definitely not going to be
Currently, it will put him ahead of the Red Bulls. His lap will currently put him ahead of the Red Bulls. But it's how much time will he gain or lose to the leaders?
You know what? I got to stop going off the in-game timings and stuff. They're always so bad.
So Anthony will look to set a P9. Does go ahead of the Red Bulls. So currently the driver's in elimination. Adam Jack, who lost the wheel. Then it is Rank, who's on a lap now. And then it is Van Dijk, Molo, and Britain currently being eliminated here in Q2. But Rank now looking to set a lap. Hasn't invalidated. Comes through the final few corners. And drives towards the line. Rank goes P6. Goes ahead of Myron Peel there. And what can Van Basten do in response? Van Basten goes P6. Knocking Anthony into the elimination zone. Britain as well.
There comes Molo. Molo P2.
So it's an Alfa Romeo 1-2 as things stand. As Kizil goes P9. Goes ahead of Myron Peel as well.
And Anthony is on an in-lap.
I don't think anyone is currently on a lap now. Because Van Dijk very much off the pace. Only guy not to set a lap. Britain is going to need to find some time though. There's only 5 minutes left in this session.
I think the next person on lap is going to be Balazs. He's just about to come round the final 2 corners to start his lap. Be nice to ride on board of Balazs for a lap. See how the master himself makes it work around Canada.
Is he starting? He's starting. Let's ride on board then with Balazs. Currently cosplaying as Edwards. Coming now through turn 3 and 4. Keeping it right on the limit there. Hugs the wall. Avoids the grass though on the inside.
Picking up tips for next Wednesday. A little bit of a snap there.
But he has a purple sector 1. Balazs definitely cooking.
He's so close to wall on the entry of turn 8 there.
Oh, and on the exit as well. All it takes is one wrong snap and that is your car into the wall. This is the inside curb slightly. Gets a good drive out though. It's a purple 2 for Balazs.
As he approaches the final 2 corners. Right on the limit as always.
And Kevin
Comes
Balazs,
round, crosses the line. It's going to be a brilliant time. 9.5.
4 tenths faster than the next driver. My man is cooking. As we see Britain is about to start his lap, I think.
Yeah, Britain come around to start a lap, and Peters is on a lap. We'll see what Peters can do in response to Balazs there. Peters currently sitting 2 tenths up, so he is improving.
He's 5 tenths off the pace currently. It's going to be very important for all the drivers to get... the less people you have to overtake on track, the safer it is normally.
It looks like Peters has just gone purple sector 2.
It is a purple 2 for Peters. Molo thinks
Molo
he's
retires.
safe. Molo thinks he's safe with that time. It's very tight from 2nd down to 11th. So it's a bold move, Cotton. As Peters...
Oh, only a tenth slower than Balazs.
Oh, boy.
Brilliant time from Peters there. Peters really upping the pace this season.
Britain... This is probably...
I meant Britain, I meant Peters.
Britain is going to need to push a lap in that's big now. Britain with a yellow 1, but a green 2. What can Britain cook through the final sector? And he drives towards the line. Britain goes up to 11th, but at the moment that isn't good enough to get through.
I think he stayed. Did he? No,
He
he didn't stay
improved
for
by
you,
2.
did he?
He improved by 2.
That is so incredibly tight.
Van Dijk yet to set a lap time. He's on an out lap. Who is next
We have.
on lap?
I think might be Nielsen.
Let's have a look. Nielsen currently 6th. Has invalidated.
Oh, yes. That's a shame. He was definitely up in Sector 1 there. I don't know if Van Basten is finishing a lap. But no, Van Basten's coming just to start a lap. It's going to be Edwards then, I think, in P12.
Fox Johnson's starting his lap now. Invalidate. No, he invalidates right at the end.
Oh, Edwards right on the limit.
So Fox Johnson invalidating on the final corner. But Van Dijk still yet to set a time. He hasn't got long left.
Even on Edwards here, he's about to make this gap between, what, now 3rd and 13th even closer. He's 4 temps up currently on this lap. He's going to jump himself into the top 10.
Edwards with only 2 corners to go. Oh!
Just a little bit too much on the exit.
That's a big crash, and look where the car is as well.
I'm going to hope that gets cleared out of the way, although I don't think anyone's on lap, so no one's going to be going full speed through there.
That's a big crash to have as a rank about to start his lap now. And they have cleared it up just in time. That was a big smash into the wall. I hope he's okay there.
I'm sure he'll be fine for the race.
As Van Basten goes 3rd fastest. The track definitely coming alive. Right now, Anthony and Van Dijk are in danger of being eliminated though. Anthony, who I believe is on a lap.
You've got to wonder if Nielsen is really gonna.
Hill goes 3rd fastest, dropping Kizel to 10th. Anthony goes 4th fastest. Kizel's down into 11th. Kizel, who is on the lap.
Times are rolling in. Look at Molo as well. Molo retired when he was up in, I think, P2 or P3, and now he's down to 6th.
Kizel starting his lap, gets it in just in time. So it's going to be Rank, who's currently on the drop zone, right on the bubble.
He is 2.5 temps up currently.
Britain not setting a lap. It's only Van Dijk and Kizel who can possibly knock someone out. Nielsen currently 9th fastest, has retired. Rank looking to make sure he is safe. And Rank goes 7th. Keep an eye on now for
Nielsen into the drop zone.
Nielsen's next
Leo
to be
Lund
dropped.
up to 3rd.
Van Dijk hasn't invalidated yet. Fox Johnson ahead on lap as well. Currently 9th. Both Williams could be eliminated here if Fox Johnson doesn't improve and Kizel does.
3.5 temps up. This could be a massive lap.
Fox Johnson goes 3rd, but where's Van Dijk going to put it? Van Dijk goes 10th fastest. So Nielsen's out. It's going to be Kizel. Kizel's the last car to sell a lap. Who else is going to be eliminated here? Will Kizel make it through? Will it be Van Dijk? Kizel didn't have a good 2nd sector, slower than not before. And Kizel doesn't improve. Kizel's out. Both Ferraris go out. Both Ferraris out. Edward out after a big crash. Britain getting 13th. Kizel 12th. Nielsen eliminated. That is the biggest shock. Nielsen out. So Williams only getting 1 car through. They would have been feeling confident to begin with, but look at Molo, who was feeling safe.
Feeling safe and then he knocked out. I mean, I think these early retirements are going to cost people at some point this season. Like the field is just so much closer than we're used to seeing.
And gonna get the screenshots.
Oh, if it's in one screenshot, how nice.
It doesn't. There's 15 drivers technically.
It only goes down to 14 now.
Oh, because Adam Jack DNF'd, of course.
Yeah.
But Nielsen taking a big L. Right there.
Wait for the lobby restart so I can open my pasta.
So the top 10 shootout will be Balazs, Peter, Fox Johnson, Lund, Hill, Anthony, Van Basten, Molo, Rank, and Van Dijk.
Balazs definitely still favourite for pole, but we do have a couple drivers showing that actually they're up with him. Only a 10th behind, I think, was that for Peters and the AFJ, I think, at the end of that session.
Yeah, very, very tight margins from the front three. But who will be first to bite to go out on the first lap of Q3?
I can't tell, but it looks like there's already movement in Van Basten's garage.
There is, and there's also movement in Pills.
They're going to go out exactly the same time. Our two early runners by the looks of it for this session.
So Mile and Pill will be the first to set a lap. Can we get a poll in chat for who's going to get P1 in Canada? One of the admins, if you're around.
Here we go. Balash out. Van Dijk not far behind.
Nicola is definitely not going to be getting pole, as he's out in Q2.
It would be mightily impressive if we got pole for being out.
I tell you what, Van Basten put a big lap in towards the end there, showing that his actual pace hit it in Q1.
Yeah, I was a little bit surprised to see Van Basten so close to the likes of Balazs, especially around Canada when you set Balazs to be clear.
That voice crack.
No, I don't know what you're talking about. Nothing happened.
Someone clicked that.
Absolutely not.
But it's going to be Marlon Pill now, starting his lap, coming through the first two corners. Very close to the curb on turn 2. Gets a little bit of a snap there. And it's now the most common invalidation spot. 3 and 4. Right on the limits. Manages to keep it between the white lines. And currently no one beating his sector 1. There's only 2 drivers who are doing a lap. Balaj on lap further back as well.
Definitely going to keep an eye on Balaj. It's like Pill might be catching up to, it's going to be Peters or Anthony. I think Anthony.
One of the Mercedes.
Yeah, he might be getting a little toe down the straight there by the looks of it.
Pill has a yellow sector 2 somehow.
That is impressive on the first lap.
I'm assuming it's taking his old laps as well. So Pill not improving through sector 2, possibly on used softs though.
True, we don't know yet.
Right near to the Wall of Champions. As we see, Van Basten does clip the Wall of Champions actually. And Van Basten not beating Pill's time. 5 tenths actually. Next up it is going to be Balaj.
It looks like it's had a fairly tidy lap.
Right on the limits. Purple 1, purple 2.
See what Balaj has got on the locker.
Purple 3.
That is a ridiculous time.
Jeez.
A 9.2.
Jesus. Next up it is going to be Rank, who's starting his lap. So it's going to be one of the Mercedes. I think it is Peter.
Peters.
Only green through sector 1 and 2.
Still goes P2 at that time.
4 tenths off, Bo. Next is going to be Anthony. Hasn't invalidated yet. Is green 1 and 2 again, so Balaj really throwing the gauntlet down. And Anthony goes P4. Currently, Balaj cooking in all 3 sectors.
Watch out for Mola. Mola has been quick when he's not invalidated. He took the final 2 corners very well.
Molo goes ahead of Myron Pill
P3.
for yes, P3 currently. As who is next on that? Van Dijk?
I think it's Van Dijk or Rank. I think it might be Rank.
I think it might be ranked as well, actually. Adam Jack has a 3 place. And everyone else who is racing, I don't think has one.
Rank goes P4.
And then now it'll be Van Dijk. Currently P9. What can Van Dijk cook? A pit stop. So it's going to be
Not on a good lap.
Fox Johnson next then.
And not far behind, we'll have Leo Lund as well. Both going to go over the line. very similar times. Leo Lund might pick up a bit of a slipstream from AFJ here.
AFJ's picking up a slipstream from the car in front of him as well, though. Will be punching a slight hole into the airspace he's travelling through. Ooh, almost grazes the Wall of Champions. Fox Johnson, though, goes P2. Lund, oh my days.
Oh wow, Leo like 3,000 second than Balash.
Lund is cooking.
Well, it looks like we've got our two favourites for pole after these first runs on the soft.
So, Van Basten out on the track again, already.
And Basten maybe trying to get 3 runs in. I mean, he does have an extra pair of softs from Q1 when he got through on the mediums. And other than that, not much going on. Currently, Leo Lund in P1, Balash P2, AFJ P3, Peters P4, Molo P5, Rank
Van Basten
P6,
starting his
Dylan
lap.
7th. Yeah, Anthony in 8th, Van Basten just starting a lap in 9th, and Van Dijk yet to set a lap in P10.
They're getting very close to the 1 minute 8.
If we see a 1 minute 8, that is absolutely out of this world. I wonder what Balash's record is in time trial.
Yes, there is a lobby restart. Van Basten now coming through Sector 2.
And green in Sector 1 is personal best.
On the limits though, they're almost grazing the wall. It's now going to be the hairpin. 4 tenths off the pace. He's looking to be around Molo and rank pace. So he might be competing for P5 if he can hook up the final sector.
It's so close. I mean, if he can just get a nice final sector hooked up, he could even launch himself into P3. Or only 3 temps between P3 and P8. Looks like he's taking the final corners a little bit safe.
It's P4 though.
P4 though.
Van Basten goes ahead of Peter. Peter drops down to 5th. Not good for his title charge.
And he has enough time to go around, put on another set of probably fresh softs because he saved a pair, and go out again.
Oh, he got through on mediums, didn't he?
Yeah, he's got an extra pair of softs, so he can do the 3 runs here in Q3. I think Van Basten putting in a very solid qualifying performance here.
So we got the down period, but someone is on their way out now.
Is that Balash or is that Molo? Looks like it's Balash, and the Molo not far behind. Going to be the first ones round to set their final laps. Who do you think is going to get pole? Do you think it's going to be Balash, who was obviously the favourite going into this, or Leo Lund just coming out of nowhere to keep pace with Balash in Canada, which I don't think anyone expected. Balash is usually really a class for his own.
So Balash is wanting the clear air by the looks of it, being the first car out. Unless he's going to burn 2-lap warm-up phase is the other possibility here. To burn maximum fuel.
See what he goes for. Looks like they're going in groups here. We've got 4 cars very close to each other, just come around the hairpin. Another group of 2 have just come out, and then you would imagine it quite soon that everyone else is going to come out as well. Van Basten just coming out the pits, so he doesn't get in anyone's way, just starting a lap. I'm sure he won't.
So Balaj, who is on that now, has found is fastest by 44 thousandths.
Only would be enough to get pole.
Oh, but he invalidates. Oh my.
Oh, that is huge. He's going to have to try and save some of that battery and go again.
He is.
And there's not enough time to get around and do another warm-up. He's going to have to save it right now.
So it'll be Molo now then.
Oh, Molo's had a very poor sector too. Molo's also going to be going for another lap after this one.
So it's going to be Fox Johnson then. To set a lap.
Yes.
No, but Fox Johnson's flashing on the rear, so I'm assuming he is saving and about to go on lap now. So it's going to be Peter? No, it's going to be Anthony. Currently in 9th, who's invalidated.
Also, looks like you're right. They're just having a warm-up lap before going for the real ones.
So it's Van Basten who isn't on a lap. So it's going to be Balaj then? No, it's going to be Molo.
It'll be Molo. This is everyone's last chance now, isn't it?
Oh no, it's going to be Rank. Rank's not
be
going to get around in time, so he's going to have to make sure that this lap is good.
He's currently not improving if the timings from the game are right.
Green first sector, but a yellow second sector. Van Dijk's just about to make it over in time. So Van Dijk just makes it in time to start his lap. He's going to have
everyone's
the
final
best
lap.
track. So what can Rank do? Drives towards the line, and it's going to be P6 for Rank. Next up is Myron Pill, who's invalidated, so Pill will not be improving. P8 for Myron Pill. Now, Molo. Has Molo invalidated yet? No, he hasn't. He's got 2 corners left to traverse.
He's not been improving so far.
It's a green 1, yellow 2. And Molo does improve. P3 for Molo. Fox Johnson goes back ahead. Balaj.
Here comes Balaj.
Doesn't improve. So Balaj P2. Anthony goes ahead of Myron Pill. Now it's going to be Van Basten. Currently P5 has invalidated. So next it's going to be Peter.
And London's also invalidated. The only other car is going to be
Peter gets
Van
a
Dijk.
massive snap. Peter not improving. So is Van Dijk? It is Van Dijk. Last car. Goes ahead of Myron Pill. Myron Pill going to be starting 10th. So after all of that, Lund doesn't improve. Is going to be starting on pole. Edward P2. Not Edward. Balaj P2. Fox Johnson P3. Molo 4th. Van Basten 5th. 6th will be Peter. 7th for Rank. 8th for Anthony. 9th for Van Dijk. And 10th for Myron Pill.
That's 5.5 temps covering the top 10. We didn't have anyone at the front this time who's, you know, kind of half a second quicker out of nowhere. It was very close all round.
Grab the print screen. We've got a lobby restart. We're gonna get ready for the lobby restart. So we'll be right back once we've got the lobby set up.
I'm
So I say I'm down. Just a chance to live. Walking on the edge, just a chance to live. Walking on the edge, just a chance to live. Walking on the edge, I say I'm
wanna bite my shit, bite my shit, bite my shit, bite my shit.
We're sure moving fast, 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 fast.
Cooperative man in this world is a dead man. If you don't keep your mouth shut, you're gonna be cooperative.
But those wanna bite my shit, bite my shit, bite my shit. But those those wanna bite my shit, bite my shit, bite my shit. But those wanna bite my shit, bite my shit, bite my shit. But those wanna bite. But those wanna bite my shit. I'm gonna get you.
Don't look back when I call you, but does that mean that you're not there? Go back to when I saw you, a beautiful time in a deadly year. You think I'm stupid, but I get it now. How long can we make this go? Just hurry up and spit it out, baby, cause I got to know. Don't break away, cause I want to stay, cause I want to stay. Don't break away, cause I want to stay, cause I want to stay, cause I want to stay. Don't break away, cause I want to stay, cause I want to stay. Don't break away, cause I want to stay, cause I want to stay. I let it consume me, I let it control me. I'll always be lonely, I'll never be fine. If life is a movie, it's always so boring. Where is the story? I hope it gets better with time. Yeah, I hope it gets better with time. Yeah, I hope it gets better with time.
Let's pass
Hello,
the
hello,
sword.
and welcome back. The lobby is set. The grid is in order after the grid place penalties have been enacted. Harrington starting P18. Adam Jack starting P17. It'll be Lund in first with Balaj alongside him in second. The outside into turn one is not always a bad thing though. I would make that statement.
Obviously, no rain, as we were, I suppose, a little bit hopeful for.
Oh, someone has just... Thank you very much there for the follow. As we wait for the drivers to put on their setups.
I thought the timer has gone. Just as we wait, can just look at all the T-pose and mechanics as always.
Only this game they've T-posed. As we're getting the countdown now, so we're about to get underway. Ten seconds until the drivers will take to the grid. Chance of Red Bull in chat. Will Lund get away cleanly? Will Balaj get him off the start? Is someone slightly further back going to take a risky strategy? As here we go, the five lights. And away we go. I see a lot of hard runners, the odd medium, but Lund and Balaj going to be side by side. Fox Johnson having a look up the inside. Lund cleanly ahead. Balaj
Gone very deep into turn 2 though.
Fox Johnson maybe thinking about a move around the outside on Fox Johnson. Looks like we're cleanly through for the most part.
A lot of moves going into turn 3 and 4.
And everyone still seems to have survived. Big Van Dijk up into P8. Anthony dropping down the order as Adam Jack has gained 3 places off the start. We're already up to P14. On the medium tyre, Pole on hard, battling Harrington for 16th and 17th. Byland at the back there. But back to the front, because it is Balaj trying to keep in chase of Leo Lund. As Fox Johnson almost runs into the rear, opens the door up for Molo on the medium tyre. Molo going for an alternate strategy along with Van Basten as well.
Molo's going to be all over the back of AFJ. Going down this straight, you'd think he'd be past him before we get to turn, what's it, 30? And he is.
Molo up into P3. Balaj has got the right number on now.
Van Basten also going for a move on AFJ.
Oh, and Pole's had a moment. Pole's had a moment. Pole has spun on the final corner. I wonder if he's got damage there.
And further ahead, Van Basten, him and AFJ still side by side going to turn 3 and 4. Van Basten looks like he's got the move done. AFJ down 2 places in a matter of 5 or 6 corners.
Pole missing a front wing, by the way, as Van Dijk and Anthony are still battling side by side. Myron Pill right behind this lot. And that looks like it's going to be Adam Jack side by side with Britain. Them two have a history.
Van Dijk might actually end up losing a spot from this battling as well. Pill on the outside.
And Byland's left the session. Byland not having a good race. Very much off pace, Byland is. But Lund with Balaj right behind him. And Molo acting as rear gunner for Balaj. Fox Johnson is in 5th place with Peter now behind him.
Well, Johnson really not having a good start here. Qualified very well, but the race pace on these first couple laps isn't there.
Ranking 7th, just about holding tabs with the front. As the DRS will now be active this lap, and Balaj is right on the rear of Lund. Sets the fastest lap of the race.
On further back, there's been another moment. I think that's Harrington's coming to the pits.
Can't see if he's got damage or not, but Kizil in P13 currently battling Nielsen and the Alpine of Edwards. As Van
Harrington is
Basten,
replacing his front wing.
and Van Basten already picks up 3 seconds of time penalties. As Balaj and Leo Lund are side by side. And Balaj is the one with the DRS. Wheel to wheel. And Balaj is ahead. Lund might get the switchback, but Molo now looking for a move. The Alfa Romeo is working in tandem to both bypass Lund. Balaj boxing off Lund. Molo's up into P2.
And now Van Basten on these mediums, he might be having a little look at Lund as well.
Let's ride on board here with Van Basten. And Lund's internet definitely not holding up. Van Basten is deploying a lot of battery. But he's up past Lund as well. Lund drops down to P4 and loses 3 places in half a lap. Molo sets the fastest lap. And we're going to quickly go and do a quick telemetry check. Telemetry is on for Balaj, on for Molo, on for Van Basten. Lund is on. Fox Johnson on, Peter on, Rank on, Anthony on, Peel on, Van Dijk on, Adam Jack it's on, Britton it's on, Kizio it's on, Nielsen it's on, Byland it's on, Edward has got fresh tyres, so
And while all that was going on, Kizil got past Nielsen for 13th place.
it is on for Edward as well. And then also it is on for Harrington, and finally for Pole it is also on. But back to the battle for the front.
London's had a much better lap here. If he can stay in DRS with these medium runners, that would be ideal for him. You'd think that if Molo has the pace over Balaj on those mediums, they might want to swap them round so he can get a bit of a gap.
It's not a bad shout because Fox Johnson's dropped off the back of this front 4. But Balaj is not giving up. Further back, Myron Pill thinking about a move, was closing in on Anthony. Molo sets the fastest lap once again. So Molo is
It
absolutely
looks
flying.
like Van Dijk is coming to the pits. I don't know if he's got damage. We'll have a look. Yeah, replacing a front wing for Van Dijk there. I didn't see what happened, but that's going to put him right down to the back of the order.
Didn't see any physical damage on the car. But right now it's going to be Balaj leading his teammate Molo. Van Basten is third. But Van Basten with a 3-second time penalty.
Oh, and Edwards all the way down to 17th picking up a time penalty as well. These are really coming through early on in this race. I say, yeah, it was Edwards. Hill dropped off the back of Anthony a little bit this lap, not as close as he has been.
Right now, the front four are just about keeping Fox Johnson outside of that second. Who has Peter right behind him. Peter actually thinking about a move on Fox Johnson. Peter, your current championship leader, overtakes the current reigning champion. And that is Peter up into P5. Fox Johnson dropping down to 6th. And that is
Yeah, I
ranked.
don't like he was making it easy for him there. Just maybe wants to follow behind Peters. Sticking his DRS, he's got a bit more pace to drag him along.
Ranked right behind this pair as well.
Peters had to have a little bit of a moment there, but he's got away with it.
It's the extra weight, chat is saying.
Well, he still managed to win it last season with the extra weight. Maybe he's spotted a bit more.
But I'd say that the front four have definitely now got ample of space to the next pack. We're starting to see packs forming though. Adam Jack up all the way into 10th. Britain running on his own with Kizil catching up to Nielsen. Nielsen though also not having a good start to his race.
Yeah, Adam Jack's definitely the big winner on his opening
Oh,
laps.
Fox
Up
Johnson.
7 places.
Fox Johnson seemingly getting a good drive out on Peter. I almost said Fox Johnson was in a Mercedes. I'm so used to seeing him in that car. He isn't close enough though to make the move. And Harrington picked up a 3-second time penalty all the way down in 16th. The track limits may come to bite some people. As we go back to this battle for the lead, it is an Alfa Romeo 1-2. David Ducker is going to be dancing.
I don't know what the standings are for constructors and drivers at the moment, but I mean, best possible result for Alfa Romeo as it stands.
Would you want to switch the medium, the hard runner around though?
I mean, looking at it, Molo hasn't been all over the back of Balaj. Whether he's just kind of biding his time or not, who knows? Oh, as Adam Jack and Anthony both pick up 3-second time penalties.
Molo running deep there as well into the hairpin. Adam Jack and Anthony. Ooh, it's not going to be good for Anthony more so out of the two. As Adam Jack currently has a safety buffer over Britain. Actually,
AFJ might be looking for a move on Peters here.
But we're going to go to the other story. As we see in the distance, AFJ does get past Peters. Adam Jack looking for a move on Pill. Oh my god.
Oh my.
I've just watched Adam Jack. It was nice knowing you.
Adam Jack and Pill once again
Adam
came
Jack-
together in qualifying.
Someone clip
and
that.
Came together in the race.
Someone clip that and get this guy.
That is the first of the safety cars that we predicted.
That was Adam Jack just trying to murder Myron Pill. Someone is going to be getting banned. And that is going to really mess up a lot of people's races as well.
We'll see, it might be too early for these medium runners. And it's obviously the hard runners aren't going to be pitting.
Sorry, Skowski, we that was not a wheel break.
We'll have to watch the clips back after the race. Byron going on to the softs, very interesting strategy from him.
This is going to really screw up a lot of people though, as the Alfa Romeo is trying to keep that 10 car length as best as they can. I think they're both wanting to pit here.
They will have a look. Obviously, none of the top 11 have pit so far, but I don't think they were.
Molo into the pits, and
The two medium runners, Van Basten as well. Well, Peter's also pitting on those hards. I'd imagine some of these people are banking on more safety cars throughout the race. I mean, there are usually quite a few in Canada. It wouldn't be surprising we had another one or two.
There just wasn't a need for that. It just wasn't a need.
I'm sure I'll get reviewed afterwards.
I mean, I caught it perfectly on stream. It was literally, I was like, they're side by side. This is the, this is what we knew was going to be cooking into a bubbling pot. Adam Jack had the inside, and he,
It boiled over, let's say.
yeah, let's say it boiled over.
So the top 6, all on hards, haven't pitted yet. Behind, we have Molo and Van Basten have both pitted onto
This
fresh
safety
hards.
car is perfect for Molo and Van Basten. Them hards will be crying towards the end, but it is doable.
I wonder if we'll be getting I don't know what the wear is like around here on the hards, but maybe we'll be getting another Silverstone, just like last week.
Maybe, but
But yeah, one more lap of this safety car, then we'll get back underway. It looks like everyone other than the top 6 and Van Dijk down in P13 have come into the pits. Byland, who had gone onto the softs initially, has pitted again to go onto the hards.
tyre wear is low, so the there is a chance.
We'll see what Peters and Pill are doing. They're the real outliers in this. You only 2 to pit onto fresh mediums.
It's a good point, but I'm not too happy because that safety car wasn't even like, you know, an accident or anything. That was just stupidity. It ruins the race for the guys in front who did alternate strategies. And now the hard runners have to deal with fresh mediums and fresh hards behind. Not.
Yeah, they do. We'll see how the race pans out. Who knows? I mean, if we get another safety car at some point, now of course that would equalise everything out. I don't know what's going on here. Nikolai is, I think he's had a bit of a moment and he's just dropped 2 positions, but getting them right back. And the person that calls the safety car is now out, so we can continue racing and see what happens.
That is bannable.
Safety car is in this lap, so we're going to be back underway.
Oh, Byland didn't catch up to the rear of the field there.
He hasn't, and it's a very late call for the safety car coming in.
The safety car has
Wait,
stayed
it's
out.
not coming. It said it was coming in, but it stayed out. Right, fantastic. Looks like we do another lap then.
The safety car is racing. We've got the bug.
Yeah, it is. There is no longer a safety car. It's gone from my screen. In game, it doesn't say there's a safety car anymore, but it is right there.
What has happened?
It's still flashing on the side, though.
No, the safety car is still out.
Let's hope it actually goes in this lap. Oh dear.
What on earth?
I think as long as it goes in this lap, we'll be alright. If not, then...
There might be a lobby restart, but there's one
Yeah.
person who will not be getting invited back to the cookout.
For sure. I think that's justified.
Currently, everyone is holding station.
It's good to see. There could have been some absolute chaos on that restart, but everyone has just kept on going as normal. Balo's still warming up his tyres. We'll hopefully see this safety car dive into the pits in 10-15 seconds time.
Okay, so the safety car is pulling away. The light is now off of the safety car.
The boards are still flashing on the track.
Please go in, car. Please go in, safety car.
Right, safety car is going to the pits, so we will be back underway this lap. No restart.
My days.
Right, we're back on the way as Rank picks up a 3-second penalty before we even get going.
That, I've never seen that in my life. Well then,
Doesn't look like anyone's making a move into turn 1.
Bert Meylander fancied an extra lap around the track.
Want to
Understandable.
get some track time.
As there's a
Paid
Red
by the
Bull
hour, some say.
Britain under pressure here from Marlon Pill. Marlon Pill's had to replace his wing from that incident.
Hill on those mediums. He will be wanting to make good progress. That was incredibly close.
He was needing to make progress though, because otherwise the hard runners who have hit, who were on mediums, like Britain, who he's alongside now, as Pill does get ahead of Britain, but the tyres will come back to bite them.
And Peters, the other medium runner, has got a much better run coming out of turn 9. He should get Van Basten in the braking zone here.
Oh, it's very close, but he has seemingly got it, and Molo has got past for... No, that's Nikolai. Molo came out of the pits ahead of Nikolai.
Oh, what's happened further back? I think that's Edwards.
It is Edwards, and Edwards is trying not to take his wing off by the looks of it. That was very close, but Balaj leads with London second. Third is now Fox Johnson. Rank all the way in fourth, and fifth is Anthony. Sixth will be Molo, who has pit onto them hard tyres. And let's see what the pace is now for the old hards compared to the new.
Only 6 laps apart, so... Oh, sorry, 8 laps apart. Oh, yeah, that's a bit more than I thought.
Ah. Nikolai half spun on the safety car, which enabled Molo to go ahead.
Yeah, we did
Oh!
see... Oh,
There's a retirement.
that Van
It's Van
Dijk.
Dijk. And it's another safety car. Bart Meylander is coming back on the track.
he didn't even need that extra lap. Back out already.
So Van
And I mean-
Dijk has eaten the wall there. Oof.
If Ty wears low round tail, one of those mediums can make it 20 odd laps if those 6 runners on the 12 lap old hards come in now for those fresh mediums.
Van Basten's going to be very sad that he did a lap on mediums now. Actually, no, he won't, because there was a lobby restart. Ignore me.
True, yeah. We'll see what these medium runners decide to do, because they could come back in for fresh hards now and definitely make it to the end. Pill has decided, Peter's stayed out and Pill has come in to replace those mediums. As we also see
London,
Leo
Fox in.
all onto those fresh mediums, and
And
they will.
Poles are tired, so it's a double McLaren retirement.
That is not the day they wanted.
Not at all. As right now we see... Oh, it's side
the
by
exit of the
side.
pits.
Who's that? That was Peel coming out just ahead of Edwards on the pit exit.
And that's actually quite big for Pill, because Pill on those fresh mediums will want to make very good use of them, whereas Edwards is on those hards. Only 6 laps old, but you would not think he'll be on the same pace as Pill once we get back underway.
Rank, who got moved up to tier 1 from tier 2, is currently P2.
Hasn't pit yet, but still showing really good pace. And he definitely shouldn't have been in tier 2. I mean, we have Molo up in P3 here, only on 5 lap old hards. Probably in the best
Oh.
spot of anyone in the race.
Who just two... Harris with the £2. With the L's. That really threw me off. As Edward now dives into the pits. Will, there may be something to discuss after the race. That is 3 million as well for Alfa Romeo. Oh, you've seen the clip. Boy, it's an interesting one, shall we say.
Right, we're going to be getting back underway at the end of this lap.
Will the safety car actually just disappear this time? Its light is off.
And it has said it earlier in the lap this time as well, the usual place, rather than right at the end.
So here we go. Balaj once again leading off a safety car restart. We hit the 2 safety cars already. And we're not halfway through.
That was your prediction.
It was my prediction, but we're not halfway through. I don't feel...
We'll see. Any action into turn 1. Looks like
Further
Leon
back,
Lund going to Byland. Oh, Byland spun round.
Was that contact?
Oh, it looked like there was a little bit. It was very minimal, just enough to spin Byland round.
But Balaj has dropped off rank. Balaj stretching his legs now. Further back, we see a Mercedes side by side. It's Peters and Nilsson wheel to wheel. And looks like Nilsson's through. No, Peters is through, and now it's going to be Van Basten trying to go round the outside. Oh!
Oh, Van Basten having to bail out of that move. As Kizzy also picks up another 3-second... I don't know if it's another actually. 3-second time penalty further back.
That we actually got the best shot we could have asked from the game there. It was a rear shot of Peter. But Britton up into 5th meanwhile. Doesn't need to pit again, does Britton. And now it is Lund trying to fight with Nilsson. Side by side, Lund gets through. But Balaj now has a
Lund
solid
also
lead.
through on Britton, by the way. Lund's really making good use of those mediums.
It'd be interesting to know what his battery's at though. He must be draining that.
I don't know, we usually show battery on stream, so...
We can, thanks to the overlay. And with the halo, we can see that Leo Lund is already at 35% battery after 1 lap. Next up for Lund to get past is Peter on older medium tyres.
Looks like Lund's going to be trying to make a move on Peters, and just behind him at ASJ, we're looking to make a move on Britton coming into turn 8 and 9.
Yellow flags. There's been an incident. It's Harrington.
Further back. Harrington is out.
Let's switch to and
On the
it's a
outside.
virtual safety car. Let's see. Byland might give us a good incident. He's hit the Harrington into the wall there. So it's a VSC.
Yeah, the outside of turn 7, but it was a right-hand wheel, or the front right, that was gone.
Which means someone else has ripped that off.
Yeah, can I see if anyone else and those back 3 had damage?
And we got a
Yeah,
safety
Van Basten.
car!
Well, my guess was 3. I don't think I'm going to be right either. Alright, Van
So,
Basten will be pitting this lap for a
Balaj
new
now
front
pitting
wing.
along with Rank, both the front 2 into the pit. So it's now going to be Molo who will take the lead. Lund is in P2 because Peters is back into the pits. So Molo will have to fend off Leo Lund. This is interesting.
All those remaining drivers on the hard side that haven't pit yet are going to be absolutely furious because they've kind of gambled there wasn't going to be another safety car. That's why the only reason they stayed out under their second one. And then they're stuck in with a third one. They're going to be all the way down kind of towards the end of the top 10. And these mediums can obviously definitely go to the end of this race now without any issues at all. But I think those hard runners up in P1, P3, P4. They're sitting in a really good spot, I think.
The mediums might struggle towards the end. It's going to be interesting.
Especially Leo Lund's 4 laps old currently. And Edwards in 5th, he has 3 lap old mediums too.
Balaj in 6th with the fresh mediums now, so. And Van Basten's got 6 seconds of penalties currently. Harrington currently with the fastest lap, although out of the race now.
And I think with Balaj only down in P6 actually on his fresh mediums. He could still be in a very good spot here. I didn't realise he'd managed to stay so high after pitting.
Rankin Peter also, and Fox Johnson with fresh mediums as well.
And Anthony, but Anthony does have a penalty.
So now, Lund probably not looking as strong as first thought.
Yeah, I think his highs at the end are definitely going to be falling away quite hard. I'm not sure how the hard runners are going to fare throughout this stint though. Because they do have a lot of, say, Molo up in P1. He just have a lot of cars between him and like Balaj, Rank Peters, the rest of the fresh medium runners.
Surely the safety car will be in this lap. We're over
Yeah, you
half
definitely hope
distance.
so.
We are over half race distance. We've had 3 safety cars.
And this is just T1 Canada.
Yes, yes it is. Balaj had started singing and is now bored, we're hearing. But it will be Balaj's teammate in Molo who will be leading us off. Is he going to try and break the grid? Oh, Drunky Monkey on Canada is going to be interesting. Safety car is in this lap. Molo will now take the lead of the train. And you see the serpentining snake of cars wiggling their way around. When will Molo choose to go is the question. Is he going to go out of the chicane or is he going to... Molo's gone.
Looks like he's gone. He's definitely caught Lund out.
Balaj picked up a...
Oh, Balaj! That could be huge.
3 seconds is monstrous. And Lund has already closed up that gap already. Britain on the hards, not able to keep with. As we see Balaj all over the rear of Edward. But Edward in P5 currently on the medium. Started 14th. Has really climbed up the order.
I think Balaj's going to be having a look at Edwards going into this corner. Oh, no, he wants to make the move, but he's just biding his time. He's got a much better exit though.
Molo has lost the position to Lund. Lund is now your race leader. So Lund on the mediums will now look to try and pull away from Molo. Britain is... Oh my god, Edwards around the outside.
AFJ makes a move on to Peters too.
Edward unable to make the move. Balaj might get a better drive out. Balaj are getting boxed in by the Ferrari and the Alpine. And we're 3 wide. We're 3 wide. We was almost 3 wide.
Oh, a lot of wheel banging.
Oh, and there's contact. Oh, and Balaj gets caught.
Oh no, this is awful.
Oh, and Nilsson's out. Nilsson hits Kizio.
Balaj is out.
Oh, we got another safety car. Balaj has damage. What? Balaj is out.
Balaj is out.
What?
Kizio with no front wing. I think Balaj might have just retired.
I think he has retired in rage. I would like to blame the first safety car for causing this.
Yeah, we were going smoothly before that.
So
I'm trying to see Peters with no front wing will have to come in this lap. I can't see any damage on any cars behind.
When did Tier 1 become Tier 3? That is a good question.
Always the wall of champions.
Kizel
That's
somehow
how-
survived.
Kizil came into the pits. He was able to sneak round.
So Lund
right at the end
into
of
the
that.
pits. Molo stays out. Britain stays out. Edward stays out. Peter is also into the pits.
He just will be replacing a front wing though.
I mean, I got a good angle of it once again.
Yeah, it's not bad. The angles have been great. All safety cars. Jesus. We could very easily have a fifth still. It's going to get to the point where as long as you finish a race, you're going to be picking up points today.
Oh, don't say that.
When do you need to have two cars out?
Oh, the tickets.
Yeah, I do feel for you with those tickets. That's going to be pain.
Well, Balaj going out was an unexpected turn of events.
Yeah, unfortunately the Ferrari spun in front of him, and there was just nowhere that he could go, and then everyone just kind of piled into him from behind. No one had anywhere to go.
Realistically, he could have came into the pits with fresh mediums.
Oh, after the fact, yeah, he definitely could have just carried on and pit. We've had these races that have gone, you know, we could have another safety car, brings anyone at the back right into it. But he would have been right at the back from the start anyway.
So it'll be Molo leading once again. There's only two hard runners other than Peter and P11 left on track, and Peter's gone on to used hards. Archie Britton is in P2 right now.
I just point out that if Britain does finish in P2, he will be joint third in the championship, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh my days. Oh my god.
And it's because Schumacher and Voss are currently, not racing today. Anthony down in 6th. Yeah, I believe he would be joint third, which is absolutely insane. And Creative Peters can get back into the points. This is a massive day for him in the championship, with Voss and Schumacher not picking up any points. Kilday also not racing, not picking up any points. Ballas retiring.
Fox Johnson P5 right now though. Fox Johnson looking to scoop up some good points here.
It's a really good opportunity to do so if not many people up in kind of the top 5 actually in this race.
Lund is in 9th right now as well. Lund definitely had really good pace so far.
I feel like it's been a bit unfortunate in the race.
We might be seeing a ticket on Byland and Lund as well.
I think you'll be seeing a lot of tickets.
Yay. But the safety car is now going to be coming in. So there are 12 drivers left on track.
Breton and Edwards both up 11 positions. What a crazy race for them.
And down the most is Lund right now. He's lost 8, but he has just picked 4 fresh mediums.
Alright, will Molo go a little bit early, just like the last restart?
Is it going to catch Britain snapping? Britain is just straight lining it. And Molo hasn't gone this time. So he's leaving it to the last second. Now Molo goes. Hopefully no one overtakes before the start-finish line. It looks like they're cleanly through. Fox Johnson looking for a move around the outside of rank. Fox Johnson with the inside through turn 4, 2 even. Seems to have got the
Main
better
driver's
drive.
keeping it clean.
And Fox Johnson up into 4th place. This is going to be good for his title defence.
And Edwards ahead in 3rd with a penalty as well.
Molo has dropped Britain off. Oh, there's almost contact as Rank almost puts his nose into Fox Johnson's diffuser. But Fox Johnson gets a much better drive than Edward. Edward dropping down a position. Fox Johnson up into the podium positions. And next up
It's only on 6-lap-old mediums as well. The 2 drivers ahead on 15-lap-older hards. He's going to get a really good run on Britain coming into the hairpin.
Britain looking to defend the inside. Fox Johnson for the out. side by side. Fox Johnson with the
looks
grip.
like he's got the move done.
Anthony
Further
gets
back,
a snap.
there's so many moves going on.
Rank going to be getting a big drive here on Edward as well. Fox Johnson up into P2. Molo has legged it though. Will Fox Johnson be able to make that gap shrink? And they're side by
Edwards
side.
on rank.
And
Just forced him.
Anthony's... Oh, Rank is covering off Anthony. Edward and Rank side by side into turn 1. They'll be side by side again into turn 2. Britain in P3 currently. They're still side by side, the AlphaTauri and the Alpine. And it looks like Rank has got through. Oh my days. And Edward guarding off Anthony's
Whoa.
contact. And Lund is going to go through on the pair of them. And so is
Oh.
Myron Peel. Oh! Van Basten's in the wall!
That's
3,
a Baston out.
2, and it's a safety car!
Number 5, and there's some front wing damage. I think that's one of the Mercedes further ahead as well.
Edward gets a 5-second penalty as well for a collision with Peter afterwards. So Molo leads still. No, it's
Doesn't
on
look like that.
reduced. It is on reduced.
I can't see any front wing damage
Fox
on
Johnson
Mercedes.
could be in prime position to get a race win. P3
And yet he's
for
definitely in the best position. He's on an absolute charge.
Rank in 4th. 5th is Lund. 6th is Myron Peel. Byland up into 7th. We've got people pitting once again.
Hill goes into the pits.
Fox Johnson into
Along
the
with
pit.
AFJ. I did not expect AFJ to be pitting.
Who Anthony stays out. Peter into the pits. Oh my days.
AFJ, Pill and Peters all going onto the softs to try and make a late charge, but that's put them all right down the order. AFJ could have been in second, in prime position for the win here, but instead he's going to have to battle through the entire field.
So the front two are on hards still.
Yeah, both on their 17 lap old hards. And then we have, in third place, we have Rank, 8 lap old mediums, then Lund on 4 lap old mediums, Byland also on 4 lap old mediums, Anthony on 8 lap old mediums,
There's
Kizzy on
softs at
5
the back.
lap
Fox
mediums,
Johnson.
and then fresh softs.
Oh, this is massive. Them softs are going to be rockets around here.
Yeah, from what we've seen today, there's a lot of side-by-side action. I don't know if the track position would be the way to go here.
Okay, so there can't be more than 5.
I mean, I'm sure we might find out. Looks like we'll be getting one more lap under the safety car, and we'll get underway for what's going to be, I think, an 8-lap sprint.
Yes.
As Kizil dives into the pits.
Has seen the guys behind him on softs and has decided he wants a piece of that. We've had one VFC already, which turned into a full safety car. So Kizil is going to go soft. Currently the only guy not in the points. Them hard runners must be shaking in their boots.
I mean, I can only think that they're just trying to keep that track position and hope there's a little bit of chaos behind them. Britain still holding that P2.
This could be Britain's highest finishing position in Tier 1. I can't remember his highest finishing position beforehand. We did have a VFC turn into a full safety car, so I'm not sure. So now, Edward with that 6-second time penalty is going to really be kicking himself.
Yeah, I think it's kind of, unless some more people DNF, it's going to be quite hard for him to pick up any points there.
Molo's going to be happy that Britain is behind him because he managed to drop Britain off by quite a bit that last safety car restart.
Yeah, we'll see how Leo Lund up into P4, only on 5 lap old mediums. He might be able to get an early charge up into those hard runners and try to get a bit of distance between the soft runners.
What is Rank's tyre age? 9 laps.
They're
of
9
mediums.
laps. And Rank does have a penalty as well, so he might not bother fighting it too hard.
He's gonna. It's gonna be interesting.
He doesn't want to. I think he's not going to want to lose much time fighting Lund. If he can maybe hook onto the back of him, pick up the DRS, and go with him, it might be his best bet of picking up some decent points. That penalty is really going to hurt him.
When we had that first safety car, there was a train of 17 cars, and now we only have a train of 11 as Molo has gone.
And here we go, Molo's gone.
And Britain has
He's
not
caught
got a good
napping.
getaway. Edward
And
picked up-
Edwards, oh no.
But Lund looking to make a move possibly on Rank here. Thinks better of it though.
No moves further back, everyone keeping it clean around turn 1.
Byland's in the points as well. Byland P5 survived the early chaos. And Lund looking for a move here on Rank. And he's going to have the inside for this corner. Britain runs incredibly
And Ray goes
deep.
deep.
And gets
Lund up
Lund
into
free.
P2.
Lund 2 moves in one corner.
He's already 2 seconds down on Molo, but he's going to be chasing him down. 7 laps to go.
Britain is very slow. Britain is in struggle zone. And in
Anthony's
fact-
got a really good run on Byland coming into the hairpin.
Oh,
Oh, that's very close.
and the Fox Johnson on
Only
the soft.
inside AFJ.
Oh my god, they're
3
free
wide.
wide. For a second, I thought they was going to go 3 wide. AFJ though will be on a charge here. Molo though has a commanding gap still. AFJ is able to get one. He's thinking about a
Oh, I
move.
nearly lost his wing there. That was very close.
Britain is dropping down the order now. Britain P4 next up to come after the dish of the day, which seems to be Britain. Oh my days!
Oh, that is.
Oh, Byland and AFJ battling.
AFJ is definitely going to get a better run out of here, though.
So
And
AFJ
after
up
all of
into
that,
5th. And Peel on the softs now up into 7th. Will be chasing down. That was scary stuff.
And Peters past Anthony. I imagine he was let pass by Anthony, his teammate there.
It's going to be very important for
As
the point.
AFJ gets Britain. Yep.
He will do. That is
AFJ up
AFJ.
into P4.
Britain
Only a second and a half back from rank in P3. AFJ really on charge on these soft tyres.
Lundo is going to be in DRS of Molo now. As oh my god, that's chaos. As it looks like Peel has got the move made on Byland. Byland drops down to P7. Peters is right behind him. Further back is a little bit of bumping and banging between Edward and Anthony. As you see, it's a big train. They're side by side, Byland and Peter. Oh, that was almost death.
Yeah, pretty cleanly though.
Lundo's-
Lund with the fastest lap of the race so far on those mediums.
All over the rear now of Molo. The DRS will be enabled, I believe.
You'd think that after turn 6 or 7 he might get him on the straight.
Britain is definitely the conductor of the train right now. 'Cause
Anthony
Britain-
picks up a penalty.
That's not going to be good for him. That's going to. He's in P11 at the moment. Out.
Britain is holding on for dear life on those 20 lap,
But the
those
DRS
21 lap old hards.
The DRS has been enabled. Britain and Peel side by side. Peel will have the inside, and Peel has the move. Byland.
Oh, I'm not sure about that move from Peters. Yeah, he's given a position back straight away.
Britain down.
But then
into-
goes up the inside of the hairpin. Oh, that was a dive. A bit of wheel banging. It looks like he's through.
And they both have DRS now. But meanwhile, Molo is having to hold off Lund. Lund thinks about a move, thinks better of it though. Molo drives at a very defensive line.
Molo also flashing.
And now we have 5 laps to go. Lund surely going to make the move. Fox Johnson all over the rear of rank as well. And then Peel in 5th. 6th place, Britain is going to be passed by Peters. Peters up past Britain. Next is Edward, as meanwhile Kizzle's going around the outside of Byland. Anthony spins!
That's going to be the end of Anthony's race from back there. No damage, but
And Kizzle and Byland make a little bit of contact. As back to the battle for the lead, it's going to be Lund with the DRS. Molo driving defensively. Lund looking for the inside, unable to make the move though. Molo holds off, but there's another monster straight to come. Also, the battle for P3 is on. As oh, it looks like Peters picks up a
Peters
3
picked up a
second.
penalty.
Lund
And
with
Lund
the
goes for
inside.
the inside of the hairpin. Got the move done. He is flashing, but he will have DRS on this straight. You imagine by the time they get to the final two corners, he'll be miles ahead.
Fox Johnson side by side. Anthony has retired. And I think Lund, how old are his tyres?
Only 9 laps
They
old.
should be good to last. Fox Johnson is ahead of rank. Peel in
AFJ
fifth.
going to be chasing. Oh, was that had a bit of a snap there? Or was avoiding some debris or something like that? Right, AFJ, 1.7 seconds to catch up with Molo. You think you'll be on the back of him by the end of this lap with a difference in those tyres. But how much can Lund stretch out over Molo before AFJ gets there?
I think there's a big enough gap. I think AFJ got stuck behind Rank for long enough. Rank is going to lose another position as well to Peel with that 3 second time penalty he has.
Biden looking to make a move on Britain, who has fallen all the way down to PA. It's looking like it might be P9 by the end of this straight.
All they have to do is finish for points. And Byland up the inside of Britain. Next will be Kiziel. Gets a big drive out of the corner. But I'd like to point out these guys ahead of Britain have time penalties, so if Britain can hold on.
That's very true, actually, with only a few laps to go. He's going to have to hold on to the DRS, though, and that snap there on the exit is not going to help him at all.
And Britain now is really feeling them hards fall away from him.
Yeah,
Meanwhile,
slipped 8 tenths
Kiziel
back.
is thinking about a move on Byland. He'll get DRS. Will Byland get DRS as well? No, he won't. Kiziel with the softs, Byland with the mediums.
Nice
Ooh.
fake onto the inside. A little bit of wheel banging, but nothing too bad.
More banging.
Oh, maybe that's a bit bad.
Both of them just banging, both as bad as each other. Not wanting to see coming into this chicane. Byland has to take a
Byland's
much
so
more
deep.
defensive line.
Byland really doesn't want to let Kiziel past here, and this has just brought Britain right back into it. As Byland run deep, Kiziel's got to get a much better exit.
But Byland parked the car on the apex. Kiziel will get DRS. Will he look for a move here? Oh, he's unable to do so. Will get a better drive on them
The
softs.
hairpin, though.
I'd like to point out Fox Johnson is gaining on Molo. Is he within DRS?
Not quite yet. 1.1 seconds. It doesn't look like he's going to have it for the pit straight either.
No.
I think he's just going for P2 now. It's Lund is already a second and a half ahead. AFJ this lap is going to really want to close up and get within that DRS.
And Molo's tyres with 2 laps to go, really starting to feel it. Lund has
Yeah,
pulled
a bit of
away
a
now.
correction as well.
Byland still defending Kiziel. Kiziel looks for a move up the inside again. Unable to do anything though. And it's going to be Lund leading Molo with Fox Johnson right behind Rank. You have to rule out somewhat with that 3 second time penalty.
Yeah, it looks
Peters
like
had a
Pill
run.
will definitely be getting P4. Stay for
Pill.
any moments, of course.
Peel was caught up in that first incident that brought out the first safety cars. Edwards is now on 12 seconds. As Kiziel has finally done Byland. But we know Byland will not give up. Byland gets a much better drive out here.
Oh, here comes Britain. Watch out behind Byland. Britain trying to make a move.
Kiziel guards him out wide. Britain eyeing up a move. Currently the most thrilling battle on the track.
I think Britain can't believe his luck that these two are fighting like this.
Byland with the DRS. Oh my day. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, and it's a carbon copy.
Kiziel!
It's a
It was only
carbon
a matter
copy.
of time.
But Balazs isn't there to hit him this time.
And Britain avoids him.
And
Further up, AFJ is 7 tenths behind Molo in the last lap of the race. I wonder if those softs are already starting to feel it 9 laps in.
I would imagine so. Let's have a look at his tyre where they're going to be, oh my days, 57 rear left.
Already. Oh, he's got a massive snap at the exit of turn 9 as well.
Crackle and pop.
But he's not going to be close enough to make anything happen here unless Molo has a really bad exit coming out the hairpin.
AFJ's favourite breakfast we've heard is Rice Krispies with the snaps, crackles and pops he gets. He likes it with 5 spoonfuls of sugar to help put on that weight. It will be Leo Lundo coming through the final chicane. Doesn't hit the wall of champions. Lund is your race winner. It will be Molo who holds off for P2. Fox Johnson P3. Rank P4. But Peel stays within that penalty for 4th. 5th for Rank then. 6th for Peters. 7th for Edwards. Byland comes home in 7th in the end for now. Britain 7th.
But Britain 7th.
We're expecting penalties.
And Kizyol finishing up with a little 360.
I don't think that was a good idea if time penalties were to come into play.
What's done is done.
What's done is done. Lund is your race winner though. Can you get the screenshots for us, please?
I can indeed.
And it's all going to kick off. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy. I've got a black screen. But here
It's alright. I'm in it if you need it. I'm getting screenshots.
Yes, please. Make sure the penalties aren't showing.
I've done both. Oh, that's a lot of incidents. You have to do all the incidents as well, right?
No. Just
Oh, okay.
Just
Thank
the
fucking
timing board.
Lord.
Just the timing board without the penalty showing.
Cool.
But it
I
will
thought you
be
had the
Lund.
incidents.
The Red Bull Reserve bringing it home in the Alpine. Molo comes 2nd place. And Fox Johnson gets 3rd on the podium for Alex Fox Johnson. An unlikely race after chaos in Montreal, I want to say.
I think you're right with that.
We better get ready for the interviews. I am not looking forward to this one.
I usually sit these out, but
I want a kebab.
we had a McDonald's, mate.
I'm going to have a kebab for dinner.
Oh, what was it, McDonald's then?
Lunch.
First dinner. Oh, okay.
Oh, I didn't even get a timing board. Good job you have got the screenshots.
Yeah, I got it. They're all good.
Oh, well, we're going to go into the interview room now and get ready for what is probably going to be the most chaotic interviews.
These races somehow keep getting more and more chaotic. I mean, we thought Australia was amazing. We thought Silverstone wasn't going to be topped, and now we just had 5 safety cars over in Canada. This season is turning into one to remember.
Boy, oh boy. Da, 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 da.
We get an Adam Jack interview.
I don't think so. For my sanity. We're going to see if the race leader wants to come... Winner wants to come up for an interview. Boo boo doo doo, boo boo doo doo, boo doo doo. so P1, P2, and P3 are not here. So let's bring up P4. One rule.
Yeah, I already know it. No problem.
It's not showing you up here. What the hell is going on? Oh. There we go. Everyone's up now. Okay. Talk us through your race, Phil, because that was an eventful race.
Yeah, I started P10. It was quite difficult on the hards. And then got taken out. Will not say anything about it. That's for the stewards. Then pitted for the mediums. Then it was just chaos every restart. Got damage again because it was pushed into the wall, but that's also for the stewards. Pitted again for new mediums. And then another safety car, another chaotic restart. And after that, there was the last safety car. I decided to go to the softs. And trying to make up as many places as I could. It was quite tricky because on lap 4 I got my second warning, so it was quite tricky to not getting that third warning, but I managed to be safe the whole race from lap 4 to lap 35. So yeah, pretty happy with the race.
And what's next week? Hungary.
Oh shit.
That sounds like someone who doesn't like Hungary.
I like it, but like, if I'm seeing how this race is going, Hungary, it will be 10 times better.
So I'm expecting Fox Johnson to be top 2 because he's always hungry.
Yeah, he's fat. It's Fat Johnson, so yeah. He will be up there, of course.
Hey, Patty.
Is there anything else
yes.
you would like to add before we go down to... I've got to bring Fox Johnson up next, oh no.
No, just make sure to...
Yes, it will be reviewed.
Yes, bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Well, it's time to bring up the guy who's going to shout at me. And his team principal, Alex, P3 in the end from the chaotic race that was.
Yes.
Do you want to talk? Oh, you must be happy with his performance there, Monk.
I'll run with
Harris,
last
die.
8 laps.
That was a chaotic race. 5 safety cars in the end, I think it is.
Yes. it was.
How did you survive?
Well, my obviously amazing driving talent.
An incestual lust for food.
I hope you get raging diarrhea. No.
Carry on.
No, it was an alright race. There was some questionable driving going on. When Kiziel and Balazs collided, a lot of feces was left on my chair.
Lovely.
I so nearly hit the back of them, but me and I think it was Rank, we just managed to get out of the way. And yeah, I decided to pit onto the softs at the end, which I think was the right call. But yeah, wasn't too bad of a race. I'm pretty happy with the performance, so yeah.
And the next race, Hungary. I won't make the same joke twice. How are you feeling for it?
I'm not going to have any time to practice, but it is one of my better tracks. So
You didn't for this track either, Alex.
yeah, that is a good point. My practice was qualifying. But yeah, it was... I'm looking forward to Hungary. It's a nice track. It's just an oversized go-karting track, really, which is what I like about it. And yeah, I'm just overall happy with performance today.
And Monk.
I'm fine.
Oh, for fuck's sake! Like, what?
Monk, do you want to talk us through the incident that happened with Nilsson? Because he seemed to just...
Which one?
The one that ended his race.
Yeah. Okay. So, what caused the safety car before that? Was Nico getting half spun by Anthony and then collected by a car behind. I think it was Van Basten. That gave him rear wing damage, which is not good around Canada, especially not the large chicane. So we got oversteer, slammed into his key shield.
And that was that.
DNF'd. Yep. He was. Let's just say he was not a happy boy after that. He said it was like his sixth
I'm looking-
race.
Yeah,
he was got taken out.
I'm looking forward to making fun of him for it.
Oh, understandable. Is there anything else you guys would like to say before we go down to rank, who came home in P5?
Four.
No.
5, yeah. 5 or 6.
Five.
I mean, AFJ, do you think actually, if you hadn't pit onto those softs at the end, you might have had a shot?
Okay.
Oh.
Harris, mate, could you not?
Thank you.
Could you?
Jacob.
Yeah.
He was doing that to me the all day the other day. I'll be
Fuck off.
Anyway, carry on.
fuck you.
What were you saying?
Carry on, Matthews.
Right. I mean, just before the final safety car, you pit onto a fresh softs. Do you think if you'd actually just stayed in P2, and I think the mediums at the time, you'd have a shot at winning the race instead?
I don't think so. I think P2 would have been the best we'd got. But obviously got P3. I made the choice to come in. So if I lost out on P2, that's only my fault. But I'm still happy with P3. But I think Lund just had better pace than me. In qualifying and in the race, so I think he would have overtaken me anyway. But yeah, I'm pretty happy.
Cool. P3 still a pretty good result. I think for the championship as well, with Peterson down in P6, a lot of other people in the top 5 not racing. It's probably quite good for you as well.
Mm.
I don't know what else to say. Well, thank you very much for joining us today.
No worries. I do have one more thing to say.
Yeah.
Adam Jack is.
No. Alright, rank.
Yo.
Hello. You had a solid showing in the sprint race in Tier 2, which showed your true pace, and you've displayed it expertly today.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what the FIA team were thinking when they put me Tier 2, but I mean, I didn't ask to be put there, and Tier 1 is more competitive, so I prefer it here anyway. But yeah, it was pace wasn't that strong. I mean, Kevin and Leo were in different league, and obviously a couple safety cars, which saved me and Kevin at the end. I was basically doing what Kevin was doing, going long on hards and hoping a safety car at the end, if not pit for softs and make it work at the end. But I think there was a crash towards the end as well, which brought out another safety car, pit for the mediums, and just try to push from that point. Start was great, I guess. I mean, Rico on the mediums cleared the way pretty much for me, so big shout out to Rico. And AFJ at the end, I had to let him by. I had penalty. I was trying to create a gap between the Mercedes and myself, so just nudged him by. He's on softs. Was catching up at the end, but not enough ERS. Too little, too late. Apart from that, race was lonely. Didn't have a teammate, no engineer, so yeah.
Like, you must be happy with your first race here.
Not really. I mean, if I didn't have the penalty, I'd probably be a little bit, take more risk when I'm fighting with AFJ, considering he was on softs for quite a bit, and I knew his softs would die at the end, whereas my mediums would only be faster than his. But having that 3-second, and I had 2 additional warnings on top of that, and Poland was right behind me with the 3-second, and he was within the 3-second gap, so was just taking it slow and cruising the last 3-4 3-4 laps, and that was it really. I mean, I was more surprised about how many safety car there was. At one point we had 11 drivers alive, and we had a safety car, and 4 of those drivers were in front of me because I was P5, and yeah, I was questioning what was going on behind, and yeah, that was that. rest was a pretty lonely race for me. Also, when Kevin crashed with someone the last chicane, I was so focused on braking so early so I wouldn't crash into them. And I look up into the apex, and I see 2 cars crashed, and AFJ behind me following very close. And I'm sure, like you mentioned, he had a big moment. So did I. But apart from that, lonely race once again. Probably could do better on penalties and track limits, but considering the safety car and pace from Leo and AFJ at the end with softs, it's probably the best I could pull off this weekend.
Well, anyway, thank you very much. Hungary next week. How do you feel for that?
Hungary not my best track. I am looking forward to Austria though, to show my real pace there. But Hungary not the fastest for me. But practice makes perfect. Perfect they say, so we'll see.
Well, thank you very much for joining us and congratulations on P5.
Cheers, mate. Thank you for having me. Ciao.
Okay, there's one last guy I'm going to bring up. Archie Britton. 3 races in a row, he scored points. Unfathomable. Unfathomable for this guy.
Oh, I'm so happy. I'm so happy. Oh, that was difficult at the end. I was just dropping back like a fly.
You must have enjoyed seeing Kiziel and Byron fighting ahead of you.
Jesus Christ, that was scary. Those two were like hitting each other at every single corner for the last 2 laps. And then Kiziel got, I think, hit by Byland on the penultimate lap, and I literally just avoided him, otherwise I would have been collected.
It was a few laps in the making, that spin.
Yeah, definitely.
And
How was your race overall? Obviously, very chaotic, as everyone else has said.
Yeah, chaotic. Race was, before any of the safety cars, it was steady. It was P11, and we was maintaining pace on the mediums. We were solid. We weren't too fast, but we wasn't too slow. And then the safety cars hit, and I just decided to constantly stay out on the hard tyres. And it was working up until that last safety car. So it was good. P7, can't complain over it.
And first time we've seen you score back-to-back points since you was in Tier 2.
I know, it's been a long time since this has happened. Yeah, triple points in a row. That's pretty good. I don't know what to say to it. I'm as surprised as you.
But yeah, I don't really know what else to say. Hungary's next week.
No, that's fair.
Hungary's
Fair.
next week for you. Is it more points in the making?
Oh well, we hopefully got to keep the streak going now. Can't let down the Red Bull team, so I've got to start practicing as soon as I can.
Well, congratulations, and
Thank you.
We might see you next week.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, thanks for having me.
Oh, on that note, though, I'm gonna call it there. I am tired. I want food. It's been me, though. It's been me, Martin. I've been joined by
Luke Matthews.
And we'll see you on Sunday when the Tier 2 drivers take on Canada. Will Bean return to glory? Will Jerling continue his dominance and continue to lead the drivers' standings? We'll find out in 2 days' time. Thank you and goodbye.
Open your eyes.
time slows down when it can get no worse. I can feel it running out on me. I don't want these to be my last words. All forgotten, 'cause that's all they'll be. Now there's only one thing I can do. Fight until the end like I promised to. Wishing there was something left to lose. This could be the day I die for you. What do you see before it's over? Blinding flashes getting closer. Wish that I had something left to lose. This could be the day I die for you. This could be the day